The late 90s and early noughties witnessed a meteoric rise for body-shaking, rubber-clad pop stars. But one by one, these chart toppers were crushed by the weight of their own success.
Nothing felt complete. I think I just went on a downward spiral.
There'd be fights going off.
I guess I was a ticking bomb, and the bomb exploded.
Now, after a decade apart, 7 bands must overcome egos, rivalries, breakups and breakdowns as they come together for an explosive Big Reunion gig.
Big reunion, big disaster.
Previously,
hello, darling.
the Big Reunion family became whole again.
We are going to be part of the best show ever.
But smiles swiftly vanished when Blue gatecrashed the party.
It does feel a little bit like they've been able to waltz in when everything's more or less done.
Dog eat dog. Boy band eat boy band. Girl band eat girl. Bring it on!
How do you feel about completely trampling over all of us?
Who's going to come back next? Shakin' Stevens will be jumping in it.
In 2001, Blue seized the boy band crown, hitting the right note with millions of fans worldwide. But like all good things and all good boy bands, it couldn't last forever.
It got to the point where they worked us so hard that they didn't give us a break.
We were like travelling all over the world, and I remember every single day we were in another country.
Here in Paris.
Paris. We've been up since about 8:30 this morning. It's now 11 o'clock at night and we just arrived. They cram in 30 interviews, 10 photo shoots, constantly from the minute you land to the minute you go to bed. You don't stop.
I remember doing the last tour. People would turn up late, you know, people just weren't bothered anymore.
The cracks were starting to appear, but for Blue, there was more behind their demise than a hectic schedule.
I mean, the breakup of the band, it just came as a massive shock. And I believe that it was certain people from the outside world coming in and telling everyone that they're better than each other.
You can't let whisperers come in because people will always say you're the best in the group and this, that and the other, and we always said I would never listen to that.
I remember doing a gig with the lads, one of our last gigs. I remember seeing Blue's dressing room. I wanted to go and relax in the dressing room.
Some guy who's not even our manager was stopping us going into our own changing room because Lee needed to warm up.
He went, no, you can't go in there. And I went, why? I said, it says Blue. He said, no, you can't.
I didn't see it, if I'm honest, and I probably should have, but I didn't. This is some geezer that's told Lee he can do it on his own and he's better than us, and from that day I thought, OK, it's obviously coming to an end because randoms are coming into our little circle of trust. That ain't the boy that I met 14 years ago when he was 14 and I was 16 and we were trying to make it in the music business.
Looking back now, I think if I would have had someone pull me to the side and sit me down, I don't know if I would have listened. I don't know. I think we was all guilty of people that were around us trying to drag us away from the group.
We were like, enough's enough. We need a break. We were like, we need at least a month off. A month turned into 3 months. 3 months turned into 6 months. 6 months turned into a year. And then 8 years later, we decided to get back together.
With another throw of the dice, Blue set their sights on European gold.
Eurovision. I mean, everyone I think was thinking, what the are you doing Eurovision? And I think that was half the reason why we did it. It was a shock. And at the end of the day, You don't want to do stuff that's safe constantly.
I just was in two minds. Not about getting back with the boys. I wanted to get back with the boys. But was I prepared to take the shit that comes with it?
We knew that it was going to be a struggle coming back to the UK, Eurovision or not. And we kind of thought, well, we might as well use this and represent our country and hope that England gets behind us.
This is the biggest music show in the world.
It's a great opportunity for us to show the people of Europe that Blue are back.
The amount of hype that we got in the UK for doing it was just like enormous. We were the bookies' favourite to win it.
But despite the shiny suits, I can was more a case of I can't, and Blue came a miserable 11th, losing out to Azerbaijan.
So in the UK, we love to build you up to bring you down, and of course, because we didn't win it, I guess we had a people like, oh, you should never have done it in the first place.
You know, I thought we did well, and I'm proud of it. So, you know, no matter what people say, I stand strong that it was a good thing for us to do.
With the Big Reunion lineup complete, Premier League stylist Faye Sawyer is working her magic to get the look right for the gig. But with 7 groups battling for attention, there's an inevitable feud when it comes to rubber.
We've heard that Liberty X's have gone all posh and got their rubber outfits made. So we're exactly, we've done it first, right? You better believe I'll stand my ground, boy, I won't take it lying down. We've worked really hard to get to this point. So we want everything to be right, and the image is part of that. So it's kind of a bit like...
Hi! So, I got your message about the Beyonce thing, and what I really take from that Beyonce thing is it's very strong.
You've got us exactly what we're trying to say.
If we work together as a team, I know you'll be really happy, definitely.
Cool. Let's do it.
If it was long
It's always difficult when you work with somebody new with clothing because everyone's taste is so individual.
We always know what we want to wear, but it's expressing that to the stylist and then being able to do it for us is always the problem.
So far, so good. But for outfit number 2, the girls want to revisit their signature blue jackets.
Don't make me hate you, baby, you've got to be strong.
It is by far your best look, I think, but how truthful can I be? It's really simple as this. We can't afford it.
We've got 2, we just need 1. Blue suits are that important to us that every time you say we can't do it, we'll just keep going, yeah, we can do it.
Yeah,
like,
and I will say...
we won't give up.
It's kind of falling on deaf ears. I ain't making the jacket.
Listen,
because
it has to run blue suits. I know you don't like them, but we really want to wear them.
There was an issue with them trying to reuse part of their old costume, and I really did want to avoid it. Probably because I was thinking I could do something that was a bit more up to date. But having spoken to them, I kind of realise it means so much. So I've given in, basically.
We've spent so many years being dictated to. It's different this time. We've come to a compromise now.
The compromise
really compromise, but
we got what we wanted.
Yeah. The blue suits are coming back.
The Honeys may be victorious when it comes to smart cash blue suits, but the boys from 5 are less keen to relive former sartorial glories.
A lot of my expense in it. Oh,
Taking me back about 30 years.
oh no. Sean, I'm having a panic attack.
Come on, let me have a look.
I'm having a panic attack. I'm standing here in dungarees.
Too loud. So it's slightly aggressive.
Yeah.
Slightly aggressive. Just pull them up. Let me have a look.
Well, no, not allowed to pull them up.
Well, let me just have a look.
Wait, I need my
I
camera.
can see your underpants. It's not good.
I'm not wearing them.
You can't wear them.
That's intense,
You can't
man.
wear. Take them off the shit. Take them off the shit. See, this is all too jazzy for me. But I know I can't look like I'm going to the shop to get some bread, and I don't want to look like that.
Now, can we talk about Richie?
Rich ain't here, so we're going to get him backless leather chaps with his cock out. And he's got no, and then like he's not getting here about 3 days before the show, so he's going to have no option but to wear them. And we'll just say, no, it's all the rage, it's what everyone's doing in England now, you don't know, because you live in Australia. And we think it will be good for the show, because, you know, you want an edge.
Coming up, Blue drops some home truths.
Me and Michelle had a little thing, but she turned me gay.
Donkey!
We made these people just under £80 million. We saw about 200 grand's worth.
And the pressure starts to get to Sean.
Sean, you okay? Where is Sean?
With less than a week to go, the Big Reunion clock is ticking. And with renewed interest from UK media, it's back in front of the cameras as the reformed champs hit the publicity trail.
No makeup on and I look like pants.
I don't know if I can remember how to pose. It's been a while.
That's the first time we've said that in like 12 years. I didn't even say it. 911 back together. Did you ever think it happened?
It's like 2000, so...
It's going to be a very long day. I've literally just come from this morning.
This is ours, with a plate of sticky buns at the bottom.
No.
It is.
I'm not doing that.
It's nice to see us actually dressed as adults.
I half expected the rail to be full of young clothes and denim or something, so when I seen the dresses I was like, oh yay, oh my god, like they're fitting to our age.
But growing older and wiser means it's not just the denim they can leave behind.
It's taking a lot less time to start feeling like a band than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I'm so comfortable
Yeah.
with you. Like I have had, even like rehearsals and all through, I haven't had one feeling of, oh god, this isn't going to work.
No.
This is really dull.
Okay, I was trying to even remember what half the conversations were we had, and I couldn't even
It's
remember.
gone. It's actually gone.
It is, and I was thinking, oh, I think they really belonged back in
past.
'99.
And just reconnecting with the guys as well.
All three of us are here in the back of the car ready to do a phono.
Good.
Body straight round to camera. Yeah.
Nice.
I literally categorically said, no, I'm not being bubble wrapped, not me. Now if I step out, who's being bubble wrapped?
This is a second chance. Not many people get a second chance to live the dream. I'm just trying to enjoy every minute of it.
After missing the last block of rehearsals because of college studies, Kiwi is catching up with her sister Edel. The bewitched twins are making sure they don't repeat the mistakes that led to their split the first time around.
It was weird. There was a really bizarre feeling in the room before lunch yesterday.
And is that because Blue were coming?
I should imagine so. I think everybody, like, quietly was feeling the pressure. That must have been horrible for you guys, and you're like, well, brilliant. Yeah, we were a man down. So you're feeling a bit weird that I wasn't there to kind of back you up almost. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, where's my wing woman? Like, you know, and I think it's going to take time for me to feel like they're my wing women. I kind of fear a little bit that you're missing this a little bit. Yeah, I am. It's because I'm so busy. It's been a massive journey for me going through college, and I can't muck that up for 2 weeks rehearsals. I just can't. Because when I look at you, there are definitely moments that you have tough times and emotional times, but please don't ever forget that I'm here for you. I'll never forget. Jeez, you're the only reason I'm still sat on this table today. Yeah. You feel like it's quite important not to be that vulnerable right now, and I appreciate that. But I just wanted you to know that I am here for you as well, and I know there are things going on. When you're ready, just don't forget to come back. Yeah. I don't have to be a counsellor, but I'm your sister. I know.
Back in rehearsals, after a less than ecstatic reception, New Boys Blue won a few fans after performing in front of the other groups. So later on, it was all down to the boozer for a catch-up.
I've got to say, it's really nice sitting around the table with people that do like us in this show. All the rest who want to be here.
They didn't turn up.
Thanks, guys. You know what? Cheers, guys.
There you go. Cheers. Well, if anything I could say, I had so much fun.
We did. Do you remember when we were in New York?
I did though. I had to write laughing off that group. I had the best time ever.
Did you have a mixed group? Like, did you? Was there?
The dynamic was great for me.
Did anybody say? Did anybody say?
I know what you're gonna ask.
We've already asked the lads anyway.
Actually, what did the lads say?
To me, they're interested. I don't know if I'm saying
So was there like an orgy?
Never. No. Like
Like for me, being in the band, I was kind of like the loose cannon of the group a little bit.
You used to party with us, though.
I did, I know, yeah.
Did any of you guys like go out with each other, like?
Me and Duncan had relations.
Me and Michelle had a little thing, but she turned me gay.
Oh, Duncan!
He can joke about his sexuality now, but for years Duncan had to live with his secret.
Being brought up as a strict Catholic, the whole kind of gay thing in my head was bad and wrong. And it wasn't until I was in the band, being around other gay guys, understanding that actually you can be gay. It's all right to like other guys. Kind of made me open up a little bit more in myself. And I had a secret undercover relationship with one of our dancers. I actually really liked him, and I couldn't tell anybody. We would meet up in secret places, hotels or wherever. I used to ring him up, paranoid. Have you told anybody? Have you told anybody? And he'd be like, I'm not going to tell anybody. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. And I went about 3 years of not telling anybody. The whole time I was still confused about my sexuality. I was still sleeping with girls. And he was in love with me. And I broke his heart to the point where he couldn't be with me in that way anymore and ended it. And it was at that moment when he was gone out of my life, I realized about myself.
But being a heartthrob in a boy band with a legion of female fans, he wasn't ready to admit the truth.
I wanted to still be kind of known as Duncan James from Blue, the heartthrob, the ladies' man. And if anybody ever used to say anything about me, I think he's gay or something, I would get this panic inside me, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, did they know something? Did they know something? Has somebody said something?
But under the glare of the media spotlight, you can't keep a secret forever.
I was outed by the news of the world. I was so frightened. I actually had to leave the country. I couldn't even be in the UK. And actually, it was a really minor thing. A lot of people was like, oh, I always thought you were gay, or I always thought you were like that.
The secret was finally out, but his world soon changed again when, with excellent comic timing, his ex-girlfriend brought some rather unexpected news.
Crazily enough, 2 months later, found out I was going to be a dad.
These days, Duncan stays in touch with former girlfriend Claire and spends as much time as he can with his daughter Tiani Finn.
Right, here we are. We're going bowling. My little girl is the most beautifulest little thing. It was the best thing to come out of my crazy, confused time, I call it, when I didn't know what was going on. High five. I'm going through another bit of a change in my life right now. I'm 34 years old. I'm kind of figuring out who I am. I'm back doing Blue, what I love. I'm getting another chance to relive my, my dreams again. It feels good.
After a 2-week break from rehearsals, all of the groups are gathered for one last run-through before hitting the stage. And it looks like New Boys Blue have finally settled into the Big Reunion family.
Good pair of pins in this, let you go.
I'm working on it.
Even with the pressure of the gig mounting, just outside the rehearsal room, Liberty X are grabbing every opportunity for some light relief.
I've got to step into reality, yeah. You had a quick little rehearsal in your house, didn't you?
Yeah, Jimmy came to my flat and we're in the kitchen, like, just doing the middle eight of body shake and all this hand business stuff.
While Lee frets about the precise shakes his body must make, Anthony has other worries.
I'm shitting it because...
Press-wise?
Yeah, completely. Sort of get singled out as the one with no talent.
They do that, I don't know if they say that, but they do that with every band. It was like in this band I was one who got the shit.
Yeah, I know, but you can still take it upon yourself to think, what the fuck have I done?
These days, Anthony's found happiness with his girlfriend Rosanna. But in Blue, he was viciously singled out for scrutiny.
It just felt like I was like a soap villain, do you know what I mean? Girls being horrible to me in clubs, and we're the other three. The other three are much better looking than you. How does it feel like to be the ugly one? How does it feel like to be the fat one? How does it feel like to be the unpopular one? How does it feel like to be the untalented one? And you're just like, what? I don't even know you, do you know what I mean? What are you being so nasty for?
Without a solo career like his bandmates, he was left to fend for himself in the post-Blue wasteland.
I was about 23, 24, so I'm still a young lad, you know? The boys are gone, I got no one around me, and I'm thinking, oh, they're doing their own thing, and I'm Anthony Costa, I'm sitting at home twiddling my thumbs.
But that didn't stop him from chucking his cash around and trying to hang on to the pop star lifestyle.
I always wanted a massive house. I wanted the swimming pool inside, I wanted the tennis courts outside, I wanted everything. Because I thought, if I'm going to live amazing. I had a great time for 2-3 years in that house. I had parties, I had everything. But I couldn't afford it. It was like 6-7 grand mortgage. I was spending beyond my means, mate. The reality is you make so much money for the people above you, and you see nothing. I think we saw about 200 grand's worth, and we made these people just under 80 million pounds in 4 years. And then I remember having a phone call from my accountant going, you owe 600 grand to the tax man. What? I thought everything was being sorted by accountants, but deep down, I couldn't afford a fucking train ticket, mate, to go from the West End to my ass. I had the banks on my case, I had everything, and it was so much pressure to take that I lost everything. Everything, and if you can name any, if you go there now in my old house, everything's gone, because they took everything. From being up there, Charlie Big Bollocks, Tony Montana Scarface, to being Derek Trotter.
With less enormous testicles than he thought, and having hit rock bottom, in 2005 he was offered a lifeline.
I get a call from my agent, I'm a celebrity, wasn't ya? And I was well apprehensive. I was like, no way, no, I can't. I'm too scared. People are not going to like me. They're going to hate me. And then I remember talking to my mum and dad, and I was like, look, I've just been offered I'm a celebrity. And they went, do it.
It was a gamble, but with the taste of kangaroo anus came another taste of life in the spotlight and a newfound confidence.
I had people bullshitting me, and I can do this and I can do that. I can get you a solo deal. We're going to go and do a tour, and we're rubbish. I want to do my own thing, and then I can be my own boss. Look how young I am there.
I know.
Finally comfortable in his skin, he got another life-changing opportunity when he was offered a role in the West End musical Blood Brothers.
I remember walking into that room and just everyone whispering, that's him from Blue, why is he doing it? He's not an actor. Unbeknown to people, I did acting when I was a kid, so I was a trained actor. And it was the best thing I could have ever done for myself. The other lads are doing so well in their solo stuff. Good luck to you boys. I'm doing what I want to do.
After reigniting his childhood passion, he now has his eye on even bigger projects with his film debut.
Action! Anthony Costa now is in a good place. He's much happier, much more assertive. Cut. I do things that I believe in now, and I feel that I've learnt a lot.
Coming up, there's major crisis in the Liberty X camp.
Have you ever done it with 4 of you?
No, not a big show like this, ever.
Kerry's having a wobble.
I didn't want to come. I was just like, I can't do this. And I was at the dance routine wrong, and I can just see Paul looking at me in disgust.
And Sean from 5 has a meltdown and walks.
Everything I felt in the past just came back.
It's the last day of rehearsals before all of the groups hit the stage for the first time. But Liberty X have a major crisis. Yesterday, bandmate Tony's wife gave birth to twins 7 weeks early. But his premature babies are having complications, so he's still in the hospital.
What do you think the situation is for Tony?
We don't really know. We know he's not going to be here today, and he said that he hopes to be here Tuesday.
Obviously, that's more important to him than this.
Yeah.
So if he wasn't here, how would we deal with it?
Well, we just have to restage it.
Have you ever done it with 4 of you?
No, not a big show like this, ever.
So he's obviously going to miss today. If he misses tomorrow, I think we've got big issues because we really have to. He has to do it before we do it on the night. You can't do it cold. There's too much at stake.
Bring it in tight at the end and get a position on the last beat. Just a little bump.
Is this all sunk in yet?
What, this?
Yeah. Or are you just taking each day as it comes?
Yeah, each day as it comes, man. You know what I mean? Get on stage, do stuff. I've been really enjoying that. But it's been years, mate.
I'll be honest with you, man. If it weren't for you, like, splitting, I don't think we would have had the success.
Really?
Like we did, yeah. Right. Because as soon as, cause obviously, we was making our album at the time, you lot were, I think they just scared on up. Then that just went to #1.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, man, we want to be as cool as this, man. And when we were making the album, we was thinking, where do we fit? And all of a sudden, you announced that we were split.
And you're like, sweet.
They may have enjoyed inheriting Five's fan base, but when Blue called it a day, despite launching a solo career, Simon was flailing in existential quicksand.
When you're not wanted anymore, or you don't know how to take the next step, you kind of fall into a deep hole. Inside, I really wanted to get back and get back with the boys, but no one was really ready for that. It was kind of hard. Deep down, I knew I was slipping away. Sleeping all day, partying all night. I might as well have been a vampire, to be honest. The only person that could change that was myself. Went to a little bit of a dark place, but I saw the light.
But unlike some ex-pop stars, he did have a good business head and made moves for a secure financial future.
I decided to kind of go down the route myself of opening up a record label and doing it myself. I invested a lot of money in properties and in companies overseas and land and stuff like that. I did make quite a bit of money asset-wise. I was, on paper, I made a rich list.
Even Simon couldn't avoid the global downturn when it came.
When the economy crashed, I lost that as well, so I had to find a way to pay the bills. Luckily for me, you know, a lot of things did come to me. Doing Sister Act in the West End with Whoopi Goldberg came to me, and off the back of that, I did a couple of movies as well. And that's basically how I kept my profile up, but paying the bills was just DJing.
A father since he was 18, the years away from the group have given Simon a chance to really enjoy time with his daughter Alana.
I'm a dad, #1. You know, I'm a father. You know, my daughter's been there all the way through my career. She's very proud of me and I'm proud of her. And, you know, that's the most important thing.
It's really hard.
Really?
Yeah. Just want to do a media course. So then I can create videos of dancers and how they move.
Do like a documentary kind of thing?
Yeah, like to see how their lifestyle affects how they dance.
Sorry, how old are you again?
16.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
But with the big reunion gig coming up, Blue are back on the agenda and Simon can't wait.
So I've kind of floated around. I haven't really gone away, but I've not really broken any barriers. So I've been, you know, hoping and praying for the day when me and the boys would actually reunite and get cracking again.
As the final rehearsals intensify, some bands are feeling the pressure to get it right before the big night.
The last rehearsal didn't go that well.
No, it didn't.
Well,
We've been all over the place.
No, we didn't.
No,
we were all
off.
tired, should we say.
So today they're grabbing every opportunity to brush up on their moves.
I mean, I was driving down yesterday and last night in the car, I didn't want to come. I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do it. And I was at the dance routine wrong, and I can just see Paul looking at me in disgust.
No, but we did it before, and it was perfect.
So come on, baby, do it to me. Ooh, be the one and only, and do it to me right now. Do it to me right now. To me right now. Do it to me right now. So come on, baby, do it to me good now. Do it to me slowly. Be the one and only. Yeah. Do it to me right now. Do it
got to say, we nailed it.
We've never been that pleased with something. We were so pleased.
I think we were the cats who got the cream.
I
was amazed by the kittens today.
Do it to me right now.
Absolutely shit myself about Tuesday. But after doing this today, we've actually been that good, we don't have to do it again. That's how good we've been, that they just want us on the stage now.
We're not giving 100% yet because, you know, we give 100%, we get 150, 200% when we get on the show. But
you don't want to burn out.
You don't want to burn out now.
I just think now it's time to get on the stage.
That's the next step. The rehearsals were fine today, but as soon as you turn away from the mirrors, get on the stage, all hell. And then an audience comes in.
The other bands may be finished for the day, but 5 still have one more run through. So with time running out, choreographer Paul and vocal coach Evie are trying to crack the whip.
Oi! In!
What are we actually doing?
At 1:45, you're out this room, so you've lost 2 minutes already.
What's the rush?
Where's the other one?
We don't know.
Jacket off.
He's not even watching.
Right. First positions, we have now 24 minutes.
But as rehearsals start, it soon becomes apparent there's something not right with Sean.
I walked over to him this morning, and I knew straight away from the second I walked in and see him, I was like, all right, you're in a bad mood today.
After having a breakdown the first time around in 5, Sean struggled more than most with the reunion process.
Where is Sean? Today's the last day, and then we're fucking around, seriously.
With the gig 2 days away, it looks like the pressure has finally pushed Sean over the edge.
In them rehearsals, everything I felt in the past just came back. I said to Abs that I can feel something happening. And he said, if you feel like that, just walk out so you don't cause a scene. I don't know, I suppose it's like he's crying a lot of the pain from the past and the old Sean. He's crying it out.
Trying to get everyone happy and just make sure that we're all on the same page. That's the main thing right now. That's all it is, really. We just need to make sure everything's cool and make sure that we're all right, because it's nerve-wracking. Things can get on top. There's pressure, and like on top of that, with no sleep.
Do you need to go and speak to him?
Yeah, I was just gonna go.
Is there anything?
Whereabouts is he?
Is there anything we should?
I think we're all right, just for like another bit.
You'll be all right.
Sure. Right, bro. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Shit, rough. Talk to me.
I'm alright.
I know it gets on top a little bit, man. It's intense. A bit of your old self creeps up and comes into your mind, and you fall into that way of feeling. And I know it can be tough, man, but like, just tell me what you need. I'm there for you if I can help in any way. You know what I'm saying? You need that little 5 minutes out, man. Take 5 minutes out. You need to go home. Go home. Don't worry about all of this. We've been here. And I'm proud of you. You've been truthful, you've been honest, you've looked out for all of us boys, man. And it doesn't go unnoticed. Don't ever think that you're on your own, man.
Thank you.
Standard. You know what I mean? Standard. People don't see it, man, but I recognise it in you. I know you're a good boy. You've always had a good heart, man.
Coming up, with 24 hours to showtime, high heels mixed with stairs prompts pop star pandemonium.
Fucking stairs. They're horrible. That is making me more nervous than the actual performance. Yeah.
And disaster strikes 911.
My ankle's gone. You know.
You a medic? Yeah. What happened?
After weeks of rehearsal, the Big Reunion gig is now a reality. The Hammersmith Apollo is being transformed. And tomorrow night, almost 3,000 fans will pack out the venue, expecting to see an amazing show. For most of the acts, this is the first time they've performed on stage together for over a decade.
It's quite mad to be back here because the last time we were at the Apollo was on our own tour.
Everybody's excited.
It's show time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the butterflies.
Lots of memories.
That's the
Wow, God. This is the height. Oh my God.
Yesterday, Liberty X's Tony missed rehearsals, so today he's got to play catch-up.
We always flew by the seat of our pants, so it's not really any different this time around. Nothing's really changed.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Daddy.
I didn't have to do much.
Congratulations.
We haven't got you anything yet.
That's all right. We'll take donations instead.
We really weren't expecting twins this weekend, so it's kind of thrown all plans completely out of the water, including, if I'm honest, the Big Reunion. Up until this morning, I'd say there was still a good chance that I mightn't have made it to the rehearsals today, or possibly even tomorrow. And over the weekend, they were struggling to kind of use their own lungs, and they were getting help, and there's a lot of specialist help in the special care unit. So I really didn't know how things were progressing until this morning, and then we got very good news this morning. Mum was able to go to sleep properly because she relaxed, and I thought I'd nick down for a couple of hours if I can, do a little bit of rehearsal, see the guys, and but I'll leave straight away as soon as I can.
It's the first time all the groups are seeing the stage they'll have to perform on, and there's considerable alarm at the arrival of a large staircase.
Those steps are huge.
And they wobble as well,
They
so you
wobble.
get into position, you're a bit like that.
I jumped up on that stage when we was doing all rise, and I jumped up on it, and it was like, I was like, I'm going to fall over. So, you know, I've got to be careful, because if I go flat on my face in front of everyone, it's going to be embarrassing.
I literally am going to be shitting going down those stairs.
But you're not, you're only starting from
No,
the steps.
finally found Hev. We start up there,
Oh, and we
then
walk
I've got
all
to
the way
walk all the way down those stairs. That is making me more nervous than the actual performance.
Okay, first position, then please, everybody.
But the first run-through throws Selena, who suffers from bathmophobia, which to you and me is a fear of stairs.
You can't look up. That's fine. That's fine. So, do you live in a bungalow?
Looks big, doesn't it? The stage. When we're side of stage ready to go on, I'll be shitting a brick.
We're here. Yeah, I'm here.
Glad to see you. Everything okay?
Yeah, good. Healthy.
Congratulations. Congratulations, mate.
Are those the stairs we have to...
They are, yeah.
It's been like, oh, just the stairs. Yeah, the stairs. They'll be fine when we walk down the stairs. And then you get to the top of the fucking stairs and you think, fucking stairs. They're horrible. Anyway, we've wangled it that we've now got sexy dancers holding our hands as we go down the stairs, so it's all good.
Yeah, we're like, can we not have dancers?
Can we have our band?
With less than 24 hours to go, it's not just technical problems that need ironing out.
Marty, I'm not wearing this. I look like a fucking timberman.
Good.
Timberman? What do you mean good?
You look very good. Great.
I look like a dustman.
Yes.
I can't dance in heels, so I've got to wear like wedge trainers, which looks completely uncool compared to the other two girls. And they've got this cream outfit, which is, it's a lovely outfit, but I know I've got a shaved head, but I'm not a lesbian, and I look like a lesbian in it. Not that there's anything wrong with being a lesbian, but I just don't want to be one.
Despite his meltdown at rehearsals, a chilled-out Sean seems ready to step back on stage after years out of the limelight.
My mother always says, you know, tomorrow's another day. So you've just got to keep going. You know, I'm happy today.
Let's hope he's happy tomorrow.
You'll get a clip.
And you'll get one back?
Yeah. And you'll get another one.
So you break the first two and then you walk through the second. We just come off stage, we did our rehearsals, and now we're realising actually we got a lot of bloody work to do.
There's an army of lovers
Dying to meet you. Lee might feel unsure of his performance in today's rehearsals, but when blues started to slow down back in 2004, he was courted by top record producers and managers and dived straight into a solo career. But it wasn't what he expected.
I was so young and naive. I'd come out of Blue and I didn't understand about business. I didn't understand about the way things work. I wanted to do soul music. And they opened up Music Week and went, indie rock. Yeah, you're going to do an indie album. I was like, oh, you're a fucking genius. It was totally what I didn't want to do. Blue had finished, so I was like, well, I've got to do what my record label want me to do. And it fell on its arse.
With a failing solo career, things went from bad to worse.
I went to a gig and they started booing me off stage and they were chucking bottles at me and this and that. I thought, I've had enough, I've got to leave. I've got to leave this country. I can't be here anymore. It's destroying me. It's making me into someone I don't want to be. I went to LA to forget who I was. It was the first time I had to go away and I had to make friends on the merit of me, not on the merit of Lee from Blue. And for me, that was one of the most eye-opening experiences. You know, I become at peace with myself. And it made me a better person.
With his Saving Lee Ryan LA hiatus behind him, Lee's dealt with the frustration of the music industry by finding a creative voice in script writing.
Very well, thank you. For me, it's another way to express myself and to tell stories. You can't change some things. You just gotta ride the waves and hopefully crash down on a nice sandy shore somewhere.
With less than 24 hours to go, the groups are still getting to grips with the new stage set.
Have you seen that? Looking forward to it. There's the toaster.
3, 2, 1. Look a duck!
With Spike's old ankle injury, it's a worry.
I hope they don't forget to shut it. Scary. Well, we'll be straight up, straight down, won't we?
2, 1. But for Kit and Liz, the anxiety is more tangible.
Well, look, let's do Kerry while you guys discuss this then.
If it was that pace and no, if it was that, if it was that pace and no faster, Liz.
I'm just too scared of it. It's too fast. I'm very nervous. Everything makes me nervous.
Next up on the mechanical toasters of doom, a 911.
Looking forward to it. I woke up this morning thinking, right, I'll stretch, be all ready for it. Felt good and then slipped on my ass getting in the bath. So that's a bad sign.
But there's a malfunction, and it doesn't look good for the already crocked Spike.
Shut it. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. It didn't shut. Oh, my ankle's gone. Fucking hell.
You got a medic?
Yeah. What happened? Is it your bad ankle?
Yeah. Oh, I feel sick. I'm really sick. Yeah, no. Shaking? Yeah. So which one is it? When you shot up, you didn't shut the trapdoor. So when I come down, my foot was on the side of the trapdoors and that carried on going down, so it just went over as if you went over on it. Oh man, just hit me that ankle.
But with a sellout gig, 911 will have to go on, with or without Spike. In less than 24 hours, it's showtime.
Completely mental block on the stage for the beginning of C'est La Vie, and I went, Enzy, what's the beginning? So I just hope things like that won't happen tomorrow.
I think we're all feeling okay. The nerves are just starting to creep in now.
I think we will be okay. I think tomorrow is a new day.
Next time, the big reunion is here. It's nerves and last-minute panics as the bands prepare for the biggest gig of their lives.
It's just going to explode.
Probably the most nervous I've ever been ever.
And emotions run high as our groups relive the pop star dream.
I'm going to have to take his vocal.
It's taken 4 months, but we're ready.
This is absolutely fucking insane!
It's the Big Reunion Arena Tour. Coming to a city near you. 6 of the biggest bands of the 90s and noughties live. One incredible lineup. Tickets available now.